Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about people who are survivors of, say, narcissistic abuse or some kind of abuse that is more mental, more psychological. And they've been in it for many years, not just one person. They've seen it since they were a child. They're older. They don't have to be older, but like older, middle-aged, older. They could be younger, but they've seen it so much that there's so much in their head that they're trying to keep as basically, they don't want to have too much, but they do, as reminders of what to watch out for. In another person, they say they move to another town or something, and then they have all this in their mind, but what? Now, these are just my opinions, and I could be wrong, but read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube. Now, I really do think that having so much of this in your head all the time is not a good thing. I've been doing videos on this, and then I wrote before doing videos. I did it like a blog for years now on like narcissistic abuse or just abuse in general. And having it stay in my head, it would become at some point not just burnout, but it's just too much. It's too much to have. It's too negative. It's too just loaded with negativity, really. Too negative, like I said. And at times I feel like I need to take a break. But at the same time, sometimes life is going great, wonderful, nothing happening. And I think that's a moment when I'm my most vulnerable, because I don't have these thoughts in my head. And for whatever reason, I'm seen as a good target, maybe because I'm a nice person. Yeah, I remember summing that up when I was much younger. Seems like if you're a nice person, people say, oh, this is a person I can take advantage of. Unfortunately, I still see it this way many years later. But anyway, that negativity can really wear you down, just having it in your mind. Okay, but let me get to my question here. And what I'm really wondering is if people who have been through this, and they're older, and like I said, do they feel like every once in a while they need reminders or a reminder of what's bad? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you an example. Earlier, I don't know, late last year or earlier this year, I started watching certain types of videos, and very negative, and it wasn't on narcissistic abuse, but yeah, in a way maybe. But it was like the drama, some of the drama channels, not all of them, I'm not saying one, it's across the board, but it was very, very, like, fighting, and, well, anytime I've ever seen people have, like, wars, whether it's on YouTube or whatever social media, they have groups that are against one another, or people who are against these people, and it can become so, for one thing, it can become something that I want to see. I want to see what's going on, but then it's, oh my goodness, it wears me out to see so much dysfunctional behavior, you see. But it seems after that, when I say, oh, I'm going to stay away from this, I'm not going to watch these or read these or whatever, this type anymore, or these certain people, it's like I needed that reminder. Maybe there's so much else going on in my life, in my head, and what's in my face-to-face world, or maybe even some online, that those particular, those particular types of videos or people, I have to be reminded every once in a while, oh, bad, nope, don't want to do that. It's draining, totally draining. But it's easy to get wrapped up into. So, okay, and I think some can relate to this by having had a person in your life, maybe from your childhood, one of your family members, and they call you and they're real nice, and that person in the past had been really bad towards you, but it's years later and they call you and they're really nice and sweet. Do you need to go through it again with them when they come off doing the love bombing, the hoovering love bombing, and then they turn, they're back to being the scorpion, and or the leopard that never changed their real true spots? Do you sometimes feel like you need that? Until finally you get it. This person is never going to change. This person is always going to be the same. Or maybe a group of people even. They're not going to change. It's always going to be the same. But they try to lure you back in, but it's not going to work. When does it become a part where you say, okay, that's it, total, no contact ever again. I'm not going there. I've learned my lesson. Do you feel like you need those lessons more and more often? I'm just curious. I'm not making any judgment here. But do you? You feel like you need that. You actually need to see it more than once before it finally sinks in. Unfortunately, that happens to me. That happened to me a lot when I was younger. But eventually I finally got it. No, this person's bad, or these people are bad. Stay away, no contact. Anyway, what about you? If you feel comfortable talking about it, leave a comment below. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle. If you want to watch another video, you can click one of the rectangles that pop up. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.